A new boiler for James. James is a mixed traffic engine. Like Edward, he sometimes pulls trucks and coaches. He's now a utility engine, like Donald and Douglas. He's only needed for useful work. But like all engines, he goes to the works to have a new boiler, which happens every 10 years when the boiler ticket expires. A boiler ticket is a certificate to prove that the engine's boiler has been inspected and approved by the inspector. One night, the fat controller came to the sheds to meet James.
James, at midnight your boiler ticket is expired. So I've arranged Jeff to pick you up in the morning so we can transfer you to Crovan's Gate Works.
"Thank you, sir," replied James. "Morning, James," cried Jeff as he backed out towards the red engine. "No time to rest. We got to get you to the workstation to have your boiler inspected." Alright," yawned James. So as Jeff was coupled to James, they set off for the workstation. But later that day, the fat controller arrived with the manager of the works. They had sad expressions on their faces. "Is anything the matter, sir?" asked James.
"That is, James. I've just been with finances and they told me that we are low on money for your new boiler. So until more money is funded, your boiler repairs will have to wait."
James was most upset. "But sir, who's going to look after my trains whenever I'm needed?"
"Don't worry. That job will go to Duck for the time being. But I must find a way to get your new boiler to be built."
Lots of people and goods travel around the Northwestern Railway, and the fat controller used the money to fund repairs for such other things like the tracks, rolling stock, signalling, as well as paying his employees. But not much money has been raised to his expectations by the end of the week.
What we need is a big campaign. But how?
As a new week drew in, Duck was shunting some trucks in the yard, ready for Henry. As he was resting, he overheard a workman talking. "My son is making an independent movie about railways for his college over on the mainland. He showed me this website that is called Indegogo. Lots of people from all over the world have projects they could work on with much funding they could possibly have. Some beyond expectations. It's amazing how technology can let people donate how much money they have for a simple project, instead of having it to send to different companies to see if they're interested in making it. And in the end, if the project is deemed successful, you get a reward in the end, be it a thank you or something big and worthwhile." Duck pondered at the thought. "If I meet up with a fat controller today, I'll tell him about this Indegogo thing." And when he did, the fat controller was smiling at the idea.
"That sounds like an excellent idea. I'll start working on it straight away."
So after weeks of advertising across the island, and with many passengers donating how little they have in their pocket or on their card when they go online, the funding was complete.
"We have raised enough money for a brand new boiler to be built for James."
All the engines cheered and whistled. After months of a new boiler being built over in Germany, and with test runs taking place at the works, James was once again given a new boiler ticket and is ready for work. With the many donators that funded the project, one of the Fat Controller's rewards was a first ride on James's comeback tour. Passengers from nearly all over the world, the mainland and Sodor, had come to ride behind James on his way back to the big station. At the big station, James pulled in, with many engines and passengers cheering and whistling a welcome back. The Fat Controller stepped onto James's running board and made an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, engines and coaches, it gives me great pleasure to welcome back our number 5 engine, James. And it's all thanks to you people, the ones who've donated all your money to give James a new boiler. I hope everyone enjoys the reward they've got at the end. It's amazing that a website like Indegogo and other independent funding causes can do for people. Many people from across the world are passionate and interested to create something for future generations, be it a film, video game, internet video, or an exhibition for model boats from a children's television show, or even something mechanical. So 3 cheers for the donators of James's new boiler. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Everyone shouted,